Merry Christmas, right? Actually, it's not. It's not even the middle of the month yet. What was I saying? I had a meeting today. It's like, well, Solus wants to see you. So I said, okay. So I drove all the way up there, and it's like, so good to see you. See you later. I'm busy. I gotta go. You're on the timer. My bus was late, you know. It's that kind of thing. I call this one Microsoft. They call it birthday cake. The first time I looked at these, I was like, you know what? That's a freaking rip off. Rip off. I mean, even for the kids, you know, $3.50. What is that? Yeah. So, what I decided to do is stop here and do my favor. See, look what I did get though. And I will tell you, for that price, which is the same as for, surprisingly, I got 2 of those. I went into 2s though. And you use one, always got backup. Use one, got backup. Everybody should have backup. For sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, can you put like 6 sugars in that? And 4 squirts of vanilla? And make sure it's got some sugar in it, you know. Don't use the sugar-free stuff. I should have just left it at where it was. But just my sugar and cream in there. You ever been so satisfied you get dissatisfied? I'm getting hit in the top of the head for the last 3 days. Surprisingly. But going back to this cake, it's heavy, so it's more like just getting one chocolate, you know. It's enough to get you to the spot you want. Satisfied. Somebody's gonna have a fit right here. And it's important to understand that I'm still getting freaking beat the hell with freaking chemical and biological weapons along with drugs. And I told her, and I said, and this is to Congress also, I told her, I said, you know, if it's not Congress, then it is organized crime. Organized. I mean, it has to be organized. It's not like one guy's doing it. There's got to be at least 20,000 of those things out there. They killed 100,000 people last year. And like I told her, which she is one, I hate bad cops. That pisses cops off so bad. Bad cop, bad cop, bad cop. I told her, yeah, but it doesn't matter what kind of bad cop. The sheriff, bad cop. The police, bad cop. The neighbor, bad cop. The other county, bad cop. Or the country of India, bad cop. Or for that matter, any other country. This is being done by somebody that knows what they're doing. The only people that can know what they're doing are our police. Or I buy Tactical Sunday. What are you doing this Sunday? I'm learning how to, you know, carry my weapon where no one can see it. That's where they buy big, what do they call them? Hats. Big hats. This is a serious crime. So, I haven't died yet. Obviously, 100,000 people beat me to the gravestone. Now it's more. It was 100,000 almost a year ago. I don't know what the number is this year, but I'm still dying. And I found out that they issue orders, and these people go out and set these weapons up. You can't even see them, and then they just kill people. As they're walking. A lot of times at home, somebody leaves, to go to the post office box. The one out front. Somebody runs in the back door, because obviously you didn't shut the bolt, did you? You just locked the door. Locking the door is useless. Useless. All it does is make you slower, and it doesn't stop the real thief. What's the real thief is drugging and killing people. And I was going to put an estimate on this. An estimate of how many people. Obviously, you don't want me to tell you today, do you? Because that is sickening. I'm sitting here, and the ant's like running across here. So grab the ant, right? What do you think I say when I grab the ant? That's right. Dead ant. I don't know what to say besides I got meth last night or the night before. I can't hardly walk some days. So, and it happens in the hotel room, it happens in the train, it happens in my seat, and it happens often. So we're going to call these all bad cops. Can you imagine that? Wow. It's going to be a problem. And that's the other one. They stick it in your food. Can you believe that?
Sounds like we got some work here.
That was the third best raspberry I've had this year. The other two are an hour ago. But
The big takeaway is probably going to be doing a little further digging and investigation with the family, but also parents and
it's pretty good.
is going to have the main oversight of
Do you ever ask anybody out or what?
although there's a section of the form that
Wait, no. It's like, I got some stipulations. I was telling that to Jack, I said, his name is Jack Welch. He's one of the bigger leaders on Earth. He used to be one of the bigger leaders on Earth, and then he passed away.
now that we have two main structures.
But I was like, what do you do that? What do you do? I said, you have 2 million people. You have 2 million people working for you. 2 million working for you. You don't work with them. They work for you. So you can't date them? So that means no dates? And I think that's not the rule. The rule is you're not supposed to work with your close working partners. Which means you're day-to-day people, or you're more or less like that. It's more or less day-to-day people. That's what I think the rule is. It's getting a little tough, isn't it? Wow, that was a really good raspberry. No napkins. Let's get some new shoes. I need some good shoes.
That's correct. What we didn't realize was all of the other siblings, single-family homes around the property, they are already separated. So they are not all building on one property, they are building
That is right.
all sort of associated to each other.
But a good dry.
And that's how there are certain properties
It's supposed to be like an angel food cake, but it's like hard. Yet soft. 20 minutes, what do you think?
he didn't elaborate on that. I think that's something that we will probably know more in January.
I always lose that. That's my problem.
They didn't raise any immediate flags in terms of it being, not achievable. This is pretty standard stuff. Just have to make sure that all this is clear about.
I'm down here in Aspen, and my hotel room's a wreck. That thing's almost killed me twice. Actually, 6 times. 3 times last night, 3 times the night before. That's a serious crime. Always that's what they do around here. Do you believe that? My phone is less than a week old. It's already got marks in the back of it. Can you imagine that? Big ones too. What you do, Joe? I'm talking to my phone. Oh, somebody shot you. No wonder you're all skint up. It's not skint up, it's like a big mark on it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think just giving them into the fact that the program is switched.
I want to get back to aerobics. And when I found out that all these problems are making things worse and worse. So I usually go to exercise. And I feel so much better after that. At least I did something, you know what I mean? And whoever's watching all this video, they're not allowed to do that. So, you know who is allowed, but who's not allowed.
It could be.
What other questions do we have? That's okay. And I did that the other morning too, where she's like, do you want, it's called pike roast, do you want pike roast that you have every day, day in and day out, or would you rather have this new Christmas roast? Well, times 342. Sure, I'll try the Christmas roast, just so I know that it's not as good as the best stuff. Drink the best stuff. I'm not trying to, it's one of those things, it's like, I need a date. What do you do about that? And it was a date, not a double-graved funeral. He died on the same day, after 60 years, right? Or 100, or however long it is. Whatever. I don't know how to fix that very well. All these, the girls that actually almost seem to date me are the ones that don't even, I can't do that. No. Plus, I don't think they should have that, we'll shake the box and see what comes out. I'm not into that either. And neither are you, and that's why you're a human. We don't shake the box. whether or not, it's just
Okay.
some people's opinions. Well, I need to get going again. I don't quite know where I'm going.
All right, Scott. All right.
I do know one thing. I got 25 people following me. That's a crime. It's organized. And then they set stuff up on each other's cars. So when they pass different things, they shoot them. You know, it's like, oh. I'm delirious. I'm eating too much. That's my next problem. That's because I have more money today than usually. Because usually I'm on like a $15 or $20 a day budget, which that's pretty hard. Well, think about it. You get 2 gallons of gas. What's that? $10. So that leaves you $10. You pay your insurance. $1.75. What rent? How much is rent around? Around here, rent's what? $250 a day if you rent a place around here. I was like, holy smokes. That's when I got help from the state, and they said, yeah, you can do this, we'll give you this, and just go over to the place that they take low-income people. And I went over to the place that takes low-income people, and she's like, whew, no, we only give that to the workers around here. I said, I know, because I worked 2 days last month. She's pretty sure that I couldn't qualify. It's not because I couldn't qualify, it's I didn't have enough money to qualify. Or enough bosses or whatever. Anyways. Drugs are a problem. Honestly, so are people on limp. Did you write down where that you started limping? Do you remember the guy that I told you was in the bar and we were having a big party that night? Live band and all stuff, and he's sitting there talking to me, and I said, why you're limping? I think they cut his leg off or something. I got 2 stories. One guy said they cut his leg off the knee. I was like, how come? He said, well, it just started hurting. It started hurting for no reason, it just started hurting. Yeah, that's what he said, and then he cut it off. I was like, holy smokes. So the other guy, oh man. What was that story? Anyways, I can't think of it right now. I just got the tired spell. But, well, the other guy was at the bar, and that's what I was saying. I was at the bar, and this is 20 years later. His leg just started hurting, so he limped and crawled around for 20 years, and 2 days ago, after he's talking to me, he went into the hospital and doctor's like, hey, you got a bullet stuck in it. He says, the last thing I remember is looking at that dandelion. And then, of course, his knee started hurting. Oh. Bad sugar again. Well, how much time is that? 2 minutes. 2 minutes and you're every 20. Well, Anyways, they definitely don't want me to come back, I'm hearing. It doesn't matter because if I'm around, you gotta go by the law, you know? You're not allowed to kill, steal, take what you want when you're not allowed to. Make people upset, destroy things, make bad parties, all that crap. Smoking dope, that's the other one. No, I don't smoke, so I'm not gonna smoke dope. I found out here in Aspen, it's like there are nine refineries, not refineries, nine dispensaries. It's like, holy crap, does that sound like quite a few? I mean, how much money can you really make doing that? I don't know anybody that buys that stuff. Nobody. I know nobody that buys that stuff. Then I was in the sauna over here in Aspen, and the guy's like, hey, yeah, cool on. He's jubber jacking with his jaw. This big black guy, and this big black guy owns a freaking dispensary up there in Aspen. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. You mixed me up the best cocktail I ever freaking had. Cocktail. He bragged about it for 20 minutes. No, I'm still not gonna try it. I'm not gonna have one. Not that you're black, but I don't trust anybody like that. No, I don't trust anybody anyways. Anyway.
What I'm going to try to do here is...
Don't trust you, don't have to worry. Here, let me blow this a little out. We'll do a little experimental stuff. If you make it out the door, it's a good one. Getting a super one was, you know what I mean? Three steps. Wow. Anyways, the new way of the world. I shouldn't say that because when we were over in defending the country, defending the world, it was in the middle of the Gulf. They don't drink over there, but they smoke. Bus driver, he stopped the bus, put 40 soldiers on there, stopped the bus, go into a opium den, come back out, and away we go. Like, yep. Anyways, you just ride along. I mean, those things. Yeah. Anyways, when we rode, there wasn't much over there. Yeah, no buildings. There's nothing over there. Just sand and rocks. Of course, whatever we built up, tin towns and stuff like that. There were two other towns that did have some buildings and stuff in there. And we went through one farm, and it really wasn't a farm. I shouldn't say that because they did have some sheep. There's no grass. Like, I mean, holy crud! I gave this little Iraqi boy a freaking bottle of water. We had these big bottles of water. I want to say they're a liter. I want to say more than a liter. They're really tall, considering. Well, they're half gallon. That's what they were. I gave it to him and he's carrying it away. Oh. And all they had for walls were just like pieces of tin. You know, the Wella tin you see on all the buildings? That's all there was. I don't even know if they had a water well, which maybe they did. That was after we had already went through the Iraqi border. 200 yards of landmines, tank mines, personnel mines, all kinds of stories. You know, and I was on this one system, and there had 3 or 4 of us. The other guy, he was right beside a landmine. The commander said, fucking around an anti-tank line, you know. And personally, I don't know, but that'd make a pretty big boom if you push the button, huh? Because it's like big as a table. Set your cup on that. Boom. Anyways, that's my imagination. But they said it was they left the anti-tank. Well, I know it could have been ours, but they left it in the middle of the camp. It was by the one of our guys' vehicles. But I mean, how much pressure do you have to pressurize to blow those things out? That's what I was saying. 100 pounds? Give me one more cup. Pretending it's like a table? Because then they must sink in and then they explode. Or is it like 15 pounds, you just touch it and... Oh my God. Oh, 2.5 pounds, they blow right up. Watched it from my camera over here. That was the other thing I had. So I was one of the big boys. I didn't pack just my M16, but I packed the M60 and a scope, and like 50 rounds. But it was heavy. And my scope was like this big, about this big on one end, this big, and of course it was smaller on the other end, but you could see just about anything. That was a night scope. Wow, that thing was heavy. Yeah. You could pick people up, because you could pick you with the scope, you'd pick people up in the distance. A cigarette? That's always the rumor, you know. No smoking, and see your cigarette butts then they'll shoot you or whatever. Anyway, driver's license back. There was a team of people that didn't help me at all, driver's license guys. I'll tell you that story. We'll make this extra long today. So, I had a driver's license, and I wanted to get it back, so I had got it taken away while it was suspended, you know? I think, anyways, it was suspended, or whatever it was, and the judge said, here you go, here is the ticket, you can reinstate your license, so it's not suspended. Now, I didn't hear him say not suspended, but he gave me the paperwork to reinstate it, which usually means that it's not suspended, but just not reinstated. Anyway, so I go over there and I tell the lady, I said, okay, you know, I'm walking. Can I get a temporary driver's license until we get my driver's license squared away? She's like, no. And I said, what am I supposed to do, actually? You know, am I supposed to, like, walk all the way home and stuff? I mean, it's, you know, we're talking 20, 30 miles. Especially you have to go 6 this way, 6 that way, and forget something, you have to do it again. Trust me. And they would not even give me a temporary license. I said, that really doesn't make sense. So, whatever vehicle I'm in right now, you're going to pull me over? Because you have to bring your piece of paper into this one spot. Oh my God. That makes you think. Because they get these women that circle around these people and start enforcing the law that you have no driver's license, we're going to write you another ticket so you can't drive forever. Because if you have 3 of them, they revoke your license. just didn't make no sense at all. I mean, you think that you need to be a serious crime to have it revoked. And this is what the guy in Idaho said. In our state, this is a serious crime. In your state, they don't give jack shit about it. I said, yeah, they don't, because I have a $10 ticket. I had a $10 ticket, and I paid it late, so I had a $35 late fee. So they suspended my license. I was going 70 miles an hour in the country, in a 60 mile an hour zone in the country, and a cop pulls me over and gives me a ticket because I was doing 70, which was the speed limit. So 70 was the speed limit. So obviously I didn't see the sign. That was my first thing. And the second thing, I thought that I don't need to slow down to 60 because there's no houses, there's no reason. Or you just a country bumpkin cop trying to finance the your pocketbook. Anyways, so he writes me a $10 ticket. Maybe it was $5. No, it was $10. Anyways, never had a job, so I didn't pay it. So he gave me a $35 late fee on it. So I called the lady and I said, well, that's how it got suspended. That's what it was. So I called the lady and I said, hey, can I pay my ticket? And she said, yeah. And I said, is my license suspended? And she said, no, it's not. I have to rethink that whole question, that whole story up. Because that doesn't make any sense either. Anyways, so I paid the ticket. Yeah, that's the story. We don't have to listen to the phone call yet. Because what happened was, it wasn't suspended, but it was late. So if I paid my late fee and my ticket, then I could keep my license. Well, it wasn't suspended on that Friday, but by the end of the week, obviously, which was Tuesday, when my check came in, it was suspended because of the mail, So she suspended my license. That's what it was. So I had a ticket. I didn't pay it. Well, they suspended my license. Got to a different state, and the guy says, "No." The cop says, "Your ball of the hitch in the middle of your back end there, the ball where you put your boat on, it's blocking my view to read your license plates." I said, really? Really? So she gives me a suspended driver's license ticket. Oh, listen, it was smart, because she pulls me over again, throws me in jail, and says, your license suspended. Fuck you. It is not. It's not suspended. How could it be suspended? I didn't do anything. Nothing. Oh. I had a $10 ticket that I was late paying by probably 3 days, right? Plus, I didn't have a job anyways. Yeah, it's a piss poor freaking enforcement. Oh, they enforce it, but only if they can, those are the worst. And, I don't have a job. How am I going to do that? But, getting that on payments would be something. So, we're going to get going here quickly. So, anyways, when I got over to Idaho, she threw me in jail, and that cost me, I don't know how many thousands of dollars, but thousands and thousands of dollars, because she wrote me 2 tickets on suspended license, which it wasn't suspended. It must have been suspended. I was thinking it was not reinstated. See, it didn't make no sense. And since then, I had nothing but problems with those people. Bounty hunters and freaking people coming at me and all that shit. Idaho was fucked up. Those people tried to kill me at least 150 times. That was a bad year. So, Idaho. I still don't have my driver's license back. Anyways. And the thing about it, I'm not going to fight about it. Because whatever lawyer they gave me didn't care. That's why I say they don't work. They really don't work. because I never got to the real problem. What was I didn't have a job, which then my phone goes off the air and erases all my contacts and information. And then by then, since I don't have a job, and I'm on month 2 or 3, the post office guy says, "Listen, you don't buy a box, you ain't getting your fucking mail." Well, anyways, I still don't have a job. And I don't have a mailbox. And I don't know where it goes. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't either. And he doesn't fucking care. He's a jackass fucking thing.